When a vehicle's been around for 8 decades, you can understand when any changes and improvements come in little small amounts. Well, here we are with the 2024 update of the Jeep Wrangler. Now this is still the JL Wrangler, but it has been upgraded in more ways than one. You might think it's just a little grille change there, but there's more to it than that. It's what's behind the grille that matters. Gone is the Pentastar V6 engine, and in its place is a new turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine. Now you might think, why would you want to go away from a nice big meaty V6 engine down to a 4-cylinder? Well, let me tell you, this new turbocharged 4-cylinder is a ripper. 2-litre capacity, but with a turbocharger on there, it gets much better torque output than the old V6 did. That V6, you needed to rev it to get the most out of it. Now you've got that torque coming right in through the rev range, which is really good when you're up here in the hills, climbing these tall mountains in northern New South Wales, climbing sand dunes, or no matter where you want to go off-roading. The 4-cylinder engine is now the only engine offered in the Wrangler range. There's no more V6, and it comes in all the spec grades. Here we've got the top of the range, Wrangler Rubicon, the off-road weapon of choice, and then you've got the Overland spec below that and a Sport Plus entry-level model. This is the one that's the hero model. We love it. It's got the locking diffs, the sway bar disconnects, the BF Goodrich mud terrain tyres. It's the weapon off-road. Let's get out in the hills and enjoy it. Anyone who's ever driven a Wrangler Rubicon will appreciate the fact that these things are the best off-road vehicle you can get off the showroom floor. And the good news is that this 2024 update retains all those features that make it so good. That is the super low gearing in both the differential and the transfer case, which gives you a 77:1 crawl ratio, front and rear locking diffs, a sway bar disconnect, and the BF Goodrich mud terrain tyres all come standard on this car as it did in the past. That all works really well with this new engine. The low gearing, the torque of the turbocharged engine now really is a benefit compared to the old V6. The V6 you really needed to rev it to get the best out of it, whereas having a turbocharged engine now gives you that torque further down in the rev range. Makes it a much easier car to drive off-road, and also on the road it felt pretty good too. The Jeep Wrangler remains the off-road weapon of choice. It's such a fantastic thing to get out off-road in. But with this new 2-litre engine, it's not only better off-road, it's better on-road as well. In the back roads around the mountains here and out on the highways just getting here, it's much more tractable. It's an easier car to drive, much smoother, more enjoyable. It should be heaps better on fuel economy too than that old V6. There are a few other things that have been upgraded on the car too. One of them is safety. It's never been a strong point of the Jeep Wrangler, but now they've got curtain airbags front and rear, which is a big step forward for it. There's also a new screen on the dashboard, 12 inches wide, really clear picture, great for your front and rear cameras, audio visual navigation systems, really top setup there. Easy to use, good to see what's all around the car. Really updates the interior to be a much more modern, nicer package. And when you're talking about this top spec vehicle, that's really what you expect of it. What it comes down to is that the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon retains its title as the best off-road weapon you can buy.